he's two rows down, and he's winking at William. And that week he had gone and made his beard. He had dyed his beard white and dyed his hair white because it's usually gray, but he dyed it really white, and he really got into Santa that week. And William's like,
"It's Santa.
Yeah,
He goes to my church.
He goes to my church." But what makes that powerful and important is because, as the kids get older, they notice that the Santas change. Mm-hmm. So William is now 11, so he gets it. And he gets it naturally. He doesn't have to be told.
Well, it was even him this morning when we were going over, the 12 days of Christmas. And he said, yeah, Santa is the representation of the spirit of Christmas. It's not Santa himself. And I thought this year's Santa did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
This year we had both a Santa Claus and a Mrs. Claus. And they were fantastically dressed. The best costumes I have ever seen. They looked, not only did they look beautiful, but they felt beautiful. And I just wanted to keep petting them. It was really awkward. But
lots
they
of
did a fantastic job.
velvet, like it, yeah, their costumes or their stuff was great.
Yeah, but they shared a beautiful message.
Yes,
they read from the scriptures. They brought their scriptures with them. That was huge.
Brought the scriptures, and they had all these different symbols. They're like, look, this is the reason why I wear red symbolizing Christ, and I've got a key, and I've got this, and I've got that, and the whole message was a Christ-centered message, and so it was, guys, we were representing what we're here to usher in Christ. Okay, so and they read Luke 2. Mm-hmm. So Santa that becomes more like a godfather, more like an uncle,
favorite
uncle. He's always somebody local. Our kids will recognize that. Oh, in July, Ken is under the car with me fixing the transmission, and in December, he dons a beard and he's Santa. Oh, okay. But
it doesn't faze them. Like, wait, what's wrong with you? Why are you dressed like that?
It doesn't faze them.
No, it becomes so much more natural, and you don't have the question: is Santa Claus real? How does he get to every house? And you're like, that's great and all, but that only goes so far.
Right. So it doesn't ruin the magic for us. It enhances that magic. But it does it in a way that's real, because like I said, the kids one year are going to see that, this is Santa Ken, and then the next year it's Santa the Crawfords. Oh, next year it's this Santa. Right. Oh, and it's real. And so when people have questions, when their obnoxious friends have questions about, well, how does he do this? You're like, well, why don't you come over and ask him? Yeah. Right.
We'll usually invite some friends over to join us for the Thanksgiving celebration of Santa Claus coming too.
And when you buy them early, okay, and that was the other thing too.
Buy them early.
When you schedule early, it close to, first of all, you get a lot of this early. Like when you're doing it that close to Thanksgiving, people are like, wait, that early? And you're like, yeah, actually. And oh, by the way, could you talk about Christ? Yeah, most of the time they're like, whoa,
we'd be happy to invite you over for Thanksgiving feast. We'll make the whole feast for you. Just come and join us. Just come.
Yeah, exactly. So they usually, there's a lot that are, we might do a different podcast with some of the other Santas that we've had, because they're really great. But most of them do it because of really the reason the reason why Santa exists. Right. And so having that nearness of a Kris Kringle, having that nearness of that locality, like using a local Santa does give it this less magical, less I believe it, more like I'm going with it.
And it means more. You know what I mean?